All right, time for our weekly chat with San Antonio Mayor Gina Ortiz Jones.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Good
morning.
Yeah, so you had a busy past week. We're going to try and get to some of that. But recently you did write an op-ed called "We Are a Nation of Laws, I Should Act Like It." And in it, you said, quote, the horrors we've seen from ICE under the administration are due to poor leadership at the top and poor training. And then you had a call to action. You know, talk to us more about those thoughts.
Well, look, I think it's really important, and I certainly want our community to know where their mayor stands on this issue. As you mentioned also, though, in the op-ed, the very last paragraph of there, I offer a solution. I offer what I think is much more beneficial to our community. ICE's budget has, over the last decade, has gone from $6 billion to $85 billion. That's a huge surge, right? When you look at our community, though, we have 100,000 undocumented folks in our community. Half of those folks have been in our community over 20 years. A third of those folks work in construction or the services. So these folks are critical to our economy. Not only that, they're the fabric of our community. So I said a much better use of much of that money would be expediting the processing of these applications so folks can contribute to our community in a way that we need them to, community and economy. Moreover, it treats our neighbors as we all want to be treated, which is with dignity and with respect. Right? Absolutely. The things I list off in that article, using a little kid as bait to bait their parent, and so now that and then to detain both the parent and the 5-year-old. I'm very thankful for Representative Castro's leadership, in particular for Liam Ramos and his family. But you know what? As a first-generation American myself, I know that Liam Ramos, that could have very easily been a Filipino name. I was just with the San Antonio Asian Alliance over the weekend. It was their annual luncheon. I asked folks, hey, raise your hand if you're a naturalized citizen. Half the room's hands went up. We had probably 400 folks in there. I asked them, who here is the son or daughter of somebody that's naturalized? I had to raise my own hand. So 2/3, 70% of that room. And I say all that because many in our community have experiences not too far from our own lived experiences that know just how special this country is. And what we are seeing when it comes to immigration enforcement, those don't reflect, I think, the values that many of us would associate with this great country. Now, look, as an Air Force veteran, Iraq War veteran, somebody that spent my entire career in national security, of course we need an immigration function in this country. Of course we do. Of course we need somebody focused on customs enforcement, right? Of course we do. We don't need any fake medicines entering our community, for example. That would be disastrous not only for our healthcare system but also for our economy. So we need those functions, but we need them to be smart. We need them to follow the law, and we need them to practice in a way that doesn't sow such distrust and fear in our community.
What about the ICE facility, this potential ICE facility on the east side?
Well, I mean, that thing is like less than 2 miles from my church. Right, so I drive by that location literally every Sunday. That is the largest industrial complex in the city of San Antonio. That is 640,000 square feet. My concern when I read that is right now they're talking about that being a processing center for about 1,500 folks. Go drive by that thing. Go see what 640,000 square feet looks like. It's massive, and that could quickly move into other things. So, nobody wants this in our community. Let's be very clear. The idea that we would have this in our city is quite troubling. The lawyer is looking at some options here as we again hear from our community about their very real concerns. You know what's on the other side of that highway? Essence Preparatory Schools, a school, right? So real concern in our community about what that detention facility would mean for us. So we're looking at all of our options.
Hey, and tonight you're going to host your first town hall of
this year?
2026. Yeah. I'm guessing this is going to be a big talker. What else do you hope to discuss?
Well, I think we'll also give people an update on where we are with the bond. As you all meet, if I'm not talking, you know me, I'm always talking about the budget, right? We've got the giving people an update on where we are with our bond capacity. As shared here, that is about half of what we thought it would be. It was 1.2 billion in 2022. Right now, we're looking about 600 million, excuse me, as we look across all their projects. We really want to give people a sense of where we are and how we're trying to address the fiscal situation.
Unfortunately, we're out of time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sorry about
Literally
that.
for the show too.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us here. Be sure to join us on KENS 5 Plus.